Hello trainers and welcome to another episode of U Versus. My name is Professor Sakaram and today we have an OU match between Richard and Jay. This is a Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle, may I mention that as well. And as we can see, Richard has the Scizor, Gardevoir, Garchomp, Ampharos, Lapras, and Umbreon, while Jay has Heatran, Togekiss, Venusaur, Sableye, Azumarill, and Mamoswine. Two very powerful looking teams here. I'm going to guess that the Megas on the team are either Venusaur. Jay's team, I'm guessing, is probably Mega Sableye. If not, it's Venusaur. Because those are the only two Pokemon that Mega Evolve. And then I'm going to probably assume that we've got Mega Gardevoir. It's either Gardevoir or Ampharos on this team. So let's take a look and see if my predictions are right. Actually, I'm really looking forward to this match. It was sent to me a little while ago, a couple weeks ago. Jay is now issuing a challenge, and he sends out Magma, the Heatran, to lead off. So I'm guessing this is his lead Heatran, guessing Air Balloon with, Air Balloon with Stealth Rocks, as Scizor is out on the field as well. I'm surprised he stayed in. He probably just stayed in to U-turn and get out. Jay did decide to go and set up a layer of Stealth Rocks, as Richard does go for the U-turn and is going to end up going back to his trainer. So let's see how this plays out right here to see how he's going to counteract this Heatran. The Garchomp does come out, and knowing that Jay's a good player, he will probably switch out, not wanting to take an Earthquake, but he doesn't, so he didn't overpredict at all. So the Earthquake is coming through, and Jay's Heatran does go down. I guess it did its job by getting in the Stealth Rocks right away, as Togekiss is now out here. Now he doesn't want to take a Dazzling Gleam, so Richard does draw back the Garchomp and go straight into a Scizor, probably to go for a Bullet Punch or something or other, maybe even an Iron Head, as Togekiss does go straight for the Thunder Wave to get the Serene Grace para-flinching off. This is actually a really great move that's used a lot, as Jay decides to withdraw Togekiss. Now that the Scizor is actually paralyzed, it makes it a little bit easier to handle, as Scizor does go for the Swords Dance right here to boost up his attack, which is really kind of scary, as the Sableye is out. We see the Sableye go straight for Taunt to prevent any more Swords Dance coming out, as the Bullet Punch is going to do a lot to the Sableye. That's a +1 or +2, I don't remember the stages exactly. Sableye is going to be getting some leftovers recovery back, so that is not the Mega here, so it is the Mega Venusaur, I'm assuming, as we do see a Prankster recover do come off, but Bullet Punch is still going to be able to knock out this Sableye right here, as we saw it do enough damage previously. So Jay's Sableye does go down, and Richard is on a really good lead right now. The Venusaur does come out, and I'm going to assume he's going to go straight for the Mega Evolution right here, as I am correct. Jay does decide to Mega Evolve the Venusaur into Mega Venusaur, meaning that his ability is now going to be turning from Overgrow to Thick Fat, as he does go for the HP Fire to knock out the Scizor. Woo! That's a pretty good play right there. As the Garchomp does come back out, probably going to want to catch on the Earthquake right here to see what it can do, as Venusaur does come back out and switch out, and I'm assuming the Togekiss is coming out. Togekiss is coming out right here. If Garchomp has Iron Head right here, that is incredible. The Fire Fang is coming through, which I'm surprised he went for, knowing that Venusaur gets Thick Fat upon Mega Evolving, so that's a little bit different. The Ampharos is now here, and we're going to see an electric type move come out. I'm assuming the Thunder Wave is going to probably come out again, and it does nothing to Ampharos because it's the electric type. It wouldn't have done anything to Garchomp either, because Garchomp is ground type, so I don't know what he was thinking. But the Venusaur does come back out again, and the Volt Switch does come off straight from the Ampharos to do a bit of damage and get a bit of switch momentum going. And Ampharos does come back to Richard, as he does decide to send out the Garchomp again. I hope he decides to go for something other than Fire Fang, because that's not really the best play here. But he does go for the Fire Fang, but it's not going to be doing too much, I'm assuming, as Venusaur is going to be able to eat it up very nicely. And the Giga Drain does come through and does a decent amount to the Garchomp, and Venusaur is getting a good chunk of its HP right back. The Fire Fang does come through again. I'm guessing he's hoping for a flinch or a critical hit or something, and he does not get any of it. The Giga Drain does come off again and ends up knocking out the Garchomp. in this turn right here. So Garchomp, good game Garchomp. And we have the Gardevoir now coming out. Now this is a little bit scary. Now I do believe that it could be a bit of a roll here. But Gardevoir is going to Mega Evolve right over here. And Jay is gonna be probably going for the Sludge Bomb to get a good hit off onto this thing. As Gardevoir goes straight for the Psyshock. Is it gonna be enough to knock it out? It is! Ooh! Psyshock is able to do enough to knock out this Mega Venusaur, so the Battle of the Megas, Gardevoir won. Togekiss is now coming out, I'm assuming trying to get the paralysis off it again. Gardevoir is switching out and probably going into a Pokemon that can take the Thunder Wave coming through. So the Thunder Wave is coming, I'm assuming. And, yep, and it's not going to do anything to Ampharos. So, Jay decides to withdraw the Togekiss right here and go straight into his Mamoswine. Mamoswine is a very powerful Pokemon. We can find out more about Mamoswine if you check out the Pokeology, which will probably be, you can find if you look through my channel. The Earthquake is coming through because he had nothing to take an Earthquake from this Mamoswine. I don't believe he had any Flyers, any Pokemon with Levitate. As Lapras is now here. Now Lapras can actually deal with Mamoswine pretty easily, unless this thing has, even if this thing has Freeze Dry. So I'm wondering what actually this Lapras is going to be doing. As he does decide, Jay decided to switch out the Mamoswine to marry the Azumarill, as the Hydro Pump does come off, and I'm assuming because of the little amount of damage I did to Azumarill, that is Assault Vest Azumarill. So we're going to see probably a knockoff right here, or a Waterfall, as the... What did it actually just do to do so much damage to it? Was that Surf? Was that Ice Beam? I wasn't paying attention truly, but the Azumarill does switch out here, seeing as much damage that went through, and Hydro Pump is going to be coming off again, and Mamoswine is probably going to be going down to this move right here. Unfortunately, Mamoswine can't take it, so Mamoswine is now down. Jay's in a bit of a rough spot, but so is Rich. He's only got a limited amount of Pokemon left. The Aqua Jet does come through, and the Water Absorb is not going to allow it to do anything, as the Thunderbolt comes off onto this Azumarill, doing a lot of damage. Is there anything that Mary can do? I don't know why he's letting it take so much damage. The Togekiss is now out again, and I'm assuming the Thunderbolt is coming through again, which isn't going to be really good on Jay right over here. So we got a little bit of a close match, or not really much of a close match, but more of a scary point, because I think the only Pokemon that are left are Azumarill, Togekiss, and maybe even one more. The Thunderbolt does come off again, and now it's the Azumarill. Oh, the Togekiss lived! Togekiss lived! As it's going for the Roost right here, and it means that this turn probably, I believe it's this turn coming, it will not be Flying type. As the Thunderbolt is coming through, and it doesn't do super effective damage, so it is just a Fairy type. So it's good in his favor to use the Roost and try and get as much of his HP back, keeping that Flying typing off. The Thunderbolt does come through, and it's not doing enough. It's not doing enough. It does do a crit though, which is nice. So the Air Slash is coming through, and we're probably going to see the thing oh, we didn't. The Serene Grace did not work and kick in, so the Flinch did not come through. The Freeze Dry we do see come off from Togekiss, as the Roost does come off again. Holy cow, this is a pretty intense stall war right here. Even a bunch of it would literally Jay would have to flinch his way to victory at this point, I believe. But he's not able to do enough. The Roosts are coming through with Jay's side, just trying to bring himself up to as much HP as possible. But because he is now no longer Flying type with the Roosts, or he loses Flying typing with Roosts, he's not going to be able to do too much. I believe that Lapras actually is outspeeding the Togekiss here, so this is actually pretty good on Jay's part, and he does get the freeze. Ooh, that's really not good for Jay at all. But Lapras is paralyzed. Uh-oh. We have a battle of statuses. Who's going to break out first? The Lapras is paralyzed yet again. The freeze, the frozen solid, and the paralysis. Oh, it doesn't look like the Poke Gods want anything to do with this right now. So there's a few turns here that are just frozen, and oh, finally the Freeze Dry does come off and is going to probably be enough to knock out. No, it's not. Togekiss thaws out and does go for the Roost again. There's a big stall moment here. What is going on? There's too much craziness happening. We do see Freeze Dry come off yet again. Is he going to get lucky and get the Frozen off again, or no? No Frozen here, but we do get the Roost coming off right now. And we see a big stall match right here. This is actually really big, a really big stall match. These two walls just putting in a lot of work. The paralysis is coming through, and Jay does decide to withdraw Togekiss in this turn and decides to go into Mary, which is not going to be able to take any sort of hit from Jay. Which is not going to be able to take any sort of hit from Rich's Lapras. So the Mary does go down, so unfortunately Azumarill didn't get to do too much in this match, if anything at all, and Togekiss does come back out, so I wonder why he just decided to sack off one Pokemon. Lapras does decide to switch, however, in this turn, and Gardevoir does come out. So, wow, we could probably be seeing Endgame right here, as the Air Slash does come through, and is probably going to be able to do enough to... It does a little bit, it does a bit of a chunk. The Psyshock does come through, and we see... and not do too much, actually. The Thunder Wave is now there, so we might see a Paraflinch come through on this turn, coming with the Paralysis and the Togekiss going in. But he does go for Roost right now to try and get as much HP back on his Togekiss as possible, as Gardevoir is probably going to get off another Psyshock. I thought it may have been paralyzed, but luckily for Rich, that's not the case. We have Roost coming off yet again onto Togekiss, just trying to hang in there and hope that Gardevoir gets paralyzed like it does here, and it's going to allow Jay to get a little bit more recovery or go on the offensive right here, as the Umbreon does come out on this Togekiss. So we can see what's going to happen here is we have Jay going for Air Slash, probably going to try and get everything going. If he does go for the Thunder Wave here, unfortunately Umbreon is going to be able to synchronize, and Togekiss will be paralyzed as well. So I don't believe that Jay is going to try and go for the Paraflinching that way. But he is able to get the flinches off on Umbreon like so, as the Leftovers recovery is coming through. Luckily Togekiss is faster than Umbreon, so he's able to get any sort of flinching off as he possibly can. And he gets another flinch. That's 2 in a row. Let's see if we can get him down to 0. I'm actually curious to see how Rich is going to be able to recover from this, as the Paraflinching, well, not Paraflinching, the Serene Grace flinching is coming of good use. The Wish does come off, so more HP is being recovered at this point. This is a very stally, very wally match right now. We have the Umbreon gaining more HP with Leftovers, and Umbreon switching out to get more HP onto the Gardevoir. So we could potentially see Gardevoir getting a lot of health back and making a big comeback in this match, as he does go for the Air Slash again, which could do enough potentially if he crit to knock him out, but the Wish is coming through and is able to recover Gardevoir to a good amount of HP. The Air Slash is coming off again, and we might see Paraflinching right here without any harm. No paralysis, no flinch. That's a really tough thing to pull off through Serene Grace. If I'm assuming that's what's going to be what's here. We do have a Calm Mind set up right here, though, and we could have another Paraflinch. There it is, the Paraflinch right there, and I believe that is now Gardevoir going down. Oh, he has one more. Nope. Gardevoir, unfortunately, has no more chance of recovering with this, and even if he switches in with Stealth Rock still being up on Rich's side of the field, Gardevoir is going to go down before the Wish activates. So Air Slash is coming through again. This Togekiss is just being a monster right now. The Air Slash is coming. I'm assuming that we're going to probably see a critical hit at some point. Nope, there's a flinch right there. Lapras does decide to switch out, go into the Umbreon, which is going to take some more Stealth Rock damage upon the switch. Togekiss does pull through with the Air Slash. Just having to hit Air Slash is his last resort, essentially. We do have the Air Slash coming through right here. Hurt! And it is able to knock out the Umbreon with a critical hit. Unfortunately, there's not much else that Jay can do. It's only recorded, oh, I guess the Versus Recorder can only record about 52 turns. So we do see that the Stealth Rocks is going to be able to take out Umbreon here. And then we do see that Lapras is also taken out by Stealth Rocks right here. So I guess that was 52 turns exactly, because another turn was not able to come through, as both the other two Pokemon KO'd to Stealth Rock. So really good game. Richard and Jay, you two put off an awesome match. A little bit stally towards that middle section, but Togekiss, you have to give credit. Togekiss pulled through a lot. So, again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Also, don't forget to leave your friend codes and your battle codes like this one in the comment section below so I can show off your battles as well as have battles with you myself. Also, while you're here, don't forget to check out the description for more contact with me. You have my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, as well as my Twitch. Now, Twitter and Twitch are the best ways to get Wi-Fi battles from me because Twitter allows you to directly message me with a tweet asking for a battle, and I probably will call out for battles every now and again. I haven't done so in a while because I've been busy. And Twitch will be for when I start live streaming again, probably in about a month. Because I do have school that's going to be wrapping up at that point, and I will be live streaming a bit more and catching Wi-Fi battles from you then. So without further ado, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video again. Thank you guys for watching once again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!